What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to my Cybernight's Flashpoint challenge run. Cyberknight is out sick for a few days, and so we're going to be running Catacomb Trick, a kill 3 captains here for Reed Holston. He's not terribly useful for us, but he pays well enough, and it'll be a relatively interesting mission with kind of a lot going on against D-Cartel. And yeah, we're going to try to get a whole lot of loot out of this, and hopefully it's going to be good. Here is our core squad, still running the Warmachine whenever we can, running one of the snipers for combat buffs, and then a hacker as per usual. So no AP printing, should make it a little bit more difficult overall, but we'll see how it goes. We're boots on the ground, working on locating the targets now. Gonna have to do it in the right order before things get way too hot. We can check out objectives for the location of each target. So this door actually comes in automatically open, good to know. I didn't realize I did that actually on Kill 3 Captains missions, but it spawns in the level with the doors open for you already. Otherwise, you might have had to go and hack the host or something like that. Of course, we're still going to go and grab this gold key door and grab these two boxes. We've got one captain right over there. We've got one in the middle onto that side, and then one right here. Don't know where exit is, but I'm feeling like, yeah, we have two hosts. This one gets rid of, what, these three laser gates? We can go like this. Yeah, so it gets this gate, and then these two, which are pretty out of the way and not very useful at all. That thing gets rid of a lot of stuff, all these cameras and whatnot. So I am tempted to see if I can sprint here. I'm not going to actually click forward, but when I get into this room, it's probably around this way through here. So I'm taking a very, very long walkway for a lot of hallways to get to this room, just to go back around to everything else. I guess to be fair, my exit is right there. And I don't see a second exit, which, as I go back on what I was saying earlier, this seems like pretty clearly the strongest route forward. You know what's going to be annoying, actually, is dodging all the laser wires when I've only really got packet loss and nothing else available. I mean, packet loss itself has a 4-turn cooldown, so turn 5 I can knock down the next set of wires, or I go through this way and create an absolute crap ton of tally. I don't love that, but it lets me dodge the wires, even though I generate tally. Obviously, we're going up this way no matter what, right? We're going to get to here, and the question is this loop, with the thought that I'm probably skipping one turn, like if I'm running a straight line, right? 1, 2, roughly 3 turns to stand here, and if I'm stuck in combat as it is, I'm probably not wasting that many turns just to knock these wires down. And so I kind of feel like we can make this the play. Now, of course, I don't have look ahead, so I'm going to packet loss this no matter what. And then, unless I think you're going to walk at me, which to be fair, last time for this map, they actually did walk up this way. I might legit hide most of my team just behind this box, and then we'll just see what happens. Because I have no prediction talents at all, there is very real danger in... how do I want to describe this? There's very real danger in... being, jumped upon randomly. You're 28 meters away. I just basically want to be outside of this line of sight, right? I want to be, like, squarely into this hallway. And then ideally, also not so far forward that that grunt captain sees me. So, even though this spot is rather exposed, and there's totally a world where you run down the hallway, these guys aren't a threat yet, and there's no way you're going to see anything. So I still don't want to be in a spot where you can walk up and find me. So I think what I'm going to do is walk up this close. 23 meters is going to be... Okay, I'm going to walk one shorter than that. I'm going to walk up 2 points. I'm going to go here. And I can rely on static and jackknife, I think, to get me what I need. This is going to be a small risk, but I think it'll be okay. So I'm going to strike zone here, and I'm going to expect to kill all 3 of these guards. Or all 4 of these guards, rather. None of these guys are moving until next turn, so... Okay, this catches all 4. That's good. I'm going to put myself at the very end of JTAC here, and then... I'm going to believe that I'll get a... Yeah, so 65... Oh, wait, hold on. Nest. Wait, I'm really not in range of more people? I have a 40-meter range. Oh, he's blocking the line of sight, and then these barrels block that one. I can shoot this guy no problem, but that's going to go on cooldown, which is fine. I'm going to nest so that I have 100% crit chance here. These guys for sure auto-dying. I mean, I crit for, what, 4x damage, and the preview is already half his health? Yeah, this guy's dead. It's going to be, what, around 1900 probably on the listed damage here. That was not close to the number I expected. Right, I was only doing half his health at the time. Yeah, okay. I think I'm okay to stand here. I expect to not get caught by this guy. I'll delay, just be safe, but... I'm going to default to using melee. This should be fine. I'm clearly behind boxes. I should be safe. I'm going to stand there and it's okay. A lot of guards that can matter, that's for sure. You're not going to be able to be useful easily. I'm going to stick you behind... Yeah, standing there should be fine as well. I shouldn't get spotted by movements. So, first turn looks okay. We got 1 kill. That body will get found at some point, unless I can preempt them with a dissolve. That's going to seem a little unlikely. You're guarding, who cares? Okay, some random guy got woken up. I don't know where they're headed. I can't even find them. You got woken up randomly as well, sure. And then you are indeed heading up that way, so my memory was correct. So yeah, you got woken up by one of these two being, like, you were unaware, you woke up this person, then you woke up that person, so they had their turns and moved around, and it's not a big deal. So now I do have a shot on one person. I think it's that guy. I don't know what your movements are, but unfortunately, because you are in earshot range of my sniper rifle, I would like to move away from you. I got what I wanted out of this, though. So now let's see what happens. 2 talent, nothing else going on yet. Camera currently doesn't see the corpse. That's good news. You're running around. Most of the guys on this side of the map shouldn't be too scary. I think their pre-built patrols should not be running all the way into this room. Though if I'm wrong, we'll have to deal with it, but hopefully it's fine. This is the one I actually have to kill, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, we'll just gotta see what everyone does. They're happily in strike zone, so I am expecting some decent damage. You're just kind of standing around for now. Another guard nearby gets woken up, so you're walking around now. Off you go. And then, yeah, I think my entire team can easily delay and wait and see what happens. I don't care about you just yet. I want to save my charges for these laser wires, so the camera just kind of is what it is. Oh, you found the corpse. You're going to probably run towards us then, which makes my job easier. Okay, you finished moving to the corpse. Now you're going to do the hunting. And you are going to find my guy. Okay, he's angry. Actually, he sees everyone, because now he sees above cover. Alert guards are better at seeing around corners like that. Are you going to get close enough? Just barely not. That is fortunate for me. Obviously, we have some real combat to get through now, but all my stealth tools are now gone. Oh, shoot, you are walking up. Oh, please don't get too close. Okay, we're still fine. Okay, wow, that was nerve-wracking for a sec. Okay, so I would like to dissolve probably your body. Let's see, how do I want to do this as effectively as possible? So, I get 2 bat strikes here. You rolled a 17. Bubbles for sure has other people in earshot here. I would ideally like to have... Let's switch to the bat here. I'm going to put you here. That should be fine. I'm going to bat at least once. And then if I bat a second time, I need to know right away who's going to be doing what to know if I need to brainworm anyone. And unfortunately, I can't yield an appropriate amount to get everything safe. What I am going to do is probably Tox Cloud out this way. And these guys are going to take some damage on their own, then we'll deal with the rest later. This Tox Cloud should path the way I want it to. The midpoint is pretty clearly past this wall, and it should hopefully not get caught on this little spot here, but move out and catch more bad guys. That should be pretty solid to give you space to run around with. I am tempted to brainworm you just because that way we don't have to be worried about it. We can make noise, and you're never going to report me. But I'm pretty sure we can get... Oh, shoot, wait. All right, I Tox Clouded. Tox Cloud costs points. And then while I'm here, I'm just going to Venom Trap you because I can. So, like, that'll be fine. I'm probably killing you before you do anything anyway, but I'm out of AP now. That should be okay. Bubbles can try to run up for a bat strike. He, in fact, can pretty successfully. Got to be careful he's not too loud. This guy is going to be within 10 meters, so I got to be a little cautious here, but looks like I can stand there and it's fine. I'll be outside the JTAC circle, but because he's in strike zone, the damage is still going to be decent. Wow. Yep, crit makes that one kind of nice. All right, objective 1 is complete. And this means now I can continue to try to sprint forward as best I can. Yeah, I'm not getting anything better than that. That's fine. Okay, we get our first level 6 club. This is, if you're not a high strength, convert kinetic to pure damage character, this is the strongest melee weapon in the game, and the fact that I can mod it is kind of nice. We also have a level 6 silencer blueprint, which is kind of cool. You aren't angry yet, and if I'm hiding here, you can't see me either. Let's see, if I go here, am I in Crimson Vector range? Probably not, right? Yeah, not even close. I could Burn Surge for the action point. This will let me start going for claw attacks. I'm going to yield and see if Bracket can do any warm-ups here. Honestly, it's looking like the answer is going to be no. I'm not going to be in range of pretty much anything. And so I think I just kind of... I run her up and that's fine. We can see here that... Yeah, it's going to be hard to stand somewhere where I don't have everyone else hearing my gunfire and being angry at me, so... Off we go. You send in there is okay. Knock this laser wire down. We'll all stand here. When this comes back in a few turns, we'll do the next one. Static, will it help get this kill? Unfortunately, no matter where she stands, she's going to get seen by the camera. There's no real way... Actually, you know what? No, there is. If I stand here, it's going to turn back this way. And then we can sneak in and get this kill and dissolve the body without people seeing much. I think I can bypass this dude. Like, if I'm standing here, that's not line of sight. And we can figure it out. Even if it means having to stun him or brainworm him or something and figure it out. But, like, I think we'll be okay. So I can stand here and... Actually, what I'm worried about is everyone's going to turn because you're going to shoot your gun. They're going to go hunt, and it's going to be really annoying. Let's see. You rolled a 17, and when you shoot one of these guys, they're going to get angry. Thankfully, your turn's already going to be over, and yours is too. Okay, I'm not too worried anymore. I'm going to be behind cover in case this guy does turn around and is annoying, but I should be okay to stand here and not get spotted. We'll see if I'm right in my estimations. Tox does not reach him, but we get a little bit of damage here for funsies. 2 tally. Again, they know nothing. Camera. I didn't think it was going to 180. Okay. Well, we're going to have a lot sent my way because you cannot suppress camera notifications. They're going to come through at the end of the turn, no matter what. These guys are running all the way around, which is fine. I'm not in a rush. You see nothing. We'll have to kill you, probably. That's okay, though. Letting her shoot is probably fine. I think we let everyone have their turns, and we deal with everything at the end. That should be okay. These bodies got discovered. Again, we can't stop the camera from doing anything about that. But we can dissolve one or both of these corpses and get us a bit more space. You're walking around, that's fine. Yeah, most of these guards were chilling. Okay, you are a Whistler, and thus you're going to be able to debuff. First shot lands, crit for a whopping 45 damage. Ah, you crit both, which is cute. So yeah, they're suspicious and angry, but not doing anything. Actually, wait, is she... You're a Whistler, right? Yeah, okay. This guy isn't debuffed, though. Or is he? It's the arrows, right? Yeah, okay. Minus 15 a turn. Actually, I'm gonna... Here. Feature requests. New icon for Whistler bullets. It's using a placeholder, and I'd like if it stood out and was poison themed. I feel like, and they're actually pretty good about making new icons for stuff. Someone said in feedback around like, oh, all the drugs active icon looks the same, so it's hard to tell them apart. And so they like updated them and made like clearly heal things versus grenade things versus actually combat drugs. So we'll see if they do that. Do I need to talk do I need to JTAC my team? It might be correct with how angsty everyone's going to be getting. I don't know if you need to be killed. I mean, can I even bypass them all? Not really. Well, maybe actually. They're going to like investigate, but they're not necessarily going to find me. Although if I go for melees on you, I mean, killing this guy's going to be loud no matter what. But can I even kill you and feel good about it? Like if I'm standing here, I'm way in the open. I don't have good accuracy on you because you're 50 meters away. Is it JTAC? Let's see. How do I play out this? I can do a couple more delays real quick, but basically I need to know if I'm going to JTAC here or not. We're never going to melee this guy. That's just not going to happen. But if I throw out something like here, these are where all of our fire lines are going to come from, and I assume that many guards will be sent to go investigate, and so fighting from around here seems pretty correct. Let's let everyone act. You're still not going to act around the gunfire you heard. You've got a random Whistler. That's fine. Static can keep waiting. And yeah, you're just on your patrol. You haven't heard anything. Okay. So I think the plan is going to be do a lot of fighting, do a lot of killing. I'm thinking it's okay to hear gunfire. I'm going to run here and shoot the shotgun a couple of times. Actually, can I get away with that without that happening? Probably not. Like, if we look at gun noise, right, 39, 43, 33, yeah, it's 21, but like, and let's see, you would not, so if we meleeed you, you wouldn't see anything, but I don't really want to waste brainworm on you if I can help it. If I go out to here, I can shoot you, but I'm really exposed for you at 16, which is like not low, and there's going to be security reinforcements coming in. So how do we deal with the fact that you are very much truly a threat? It's probably using the E-rifle. It's coming out here, shooting, and then moving. And so I'm thinking, is this guy just cleanup? Like, am I just going to simply spend 2 AP? You're still brainworm for 2 more turns, and you're taking 100 from... Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Jackknife go a little bit late. I'm going to see if Bubbles can get anything done here. So Bubbles is going to come out and fight this guy. So let's see. My JTech circle is pretty chill. Let's see. If I go... Yeah, unfortunately, you get into earshot range and you get earshot range. And I might not be able to get around that. It might just be how it is. Yeah, I can go farther back and have you hear me. That's not worth it. I can get farther to the front and have you hear me. So I think no matter what, I'm going to get hurt by 3 people. I'm making it 4 seems incorrect. So just stand here outside your vision cone and shoot is kind of the best I've got. I think that's acceptable. Gonna go spend 3 AP on this. It's gonna be good damage. You're actually gonna be close to dead. Crit and shred. Oh, you're certainly dead, right? Oh yeah, you're definitely dying. Okay. Run up to here. Still want this guy to die as well. Jackknife can't do a lot, and I really don't want to leave him too exposed, but I think running to here for a single strike then leaving is acceptable. Or, actually, I can't manicure it. I want to dissolve this corpse to create less tally, but I can't get around that. So it is going to be this. It's kind of ugly. The single bat strike should look pretty good. Okay, crit means you're dead. And so the thing is, because I max roll is 19, dissolving this body, even if I could reach it, which I can't, would not let me get to safety. So this camera either turns down this hallway or up towards me. Is what it is. We run the team up this way. You're always dead. These guys are gonna report, or they're gonna investigate. It's not gonna be that bad. Static gets to sprint up here as well, and you can basically hold this territory when assuredly someone comes to investigate this. Am I okay with you being this far up? I mean, they can easily get around this, but maybe I do stop short to make sure that... No, I think it's fine to be up here. If they come and investigate, I think we can handle it. I could be wrong. No. I should be safe. I should be safe. The entire team's going to get stuck in the middle here waiting for cooldown on packet loss anyway. Let's just play it out like this. You're fine where you are. Here we go. Guy will die. Processing sense data. Toxic God moves. Damage is dealt. That is the worst possible reinforcement spawn location. And I'm glad I didn't run up like that. Okay, well, that sucks to suck. We know what the protocol is. Plenty of guards going to be sent. Anyone who's suspicious is going to run toward me. Okay, you've been told to come over. That makes my job easier. You've also been told to do this. That's fine. You were not. You were not. You were not. I would like to have JTAC again. 2 of us are in range for it. The rest are not. This desk should be fine, and I'm going to choose to believe that I'm okay to spam delays. Unfortunately, this is awkward because you are going so late that I can't delay past you. Bubbles can do a yield then delay, so everyone else can get past, but Bracket's going to be in a weird spot where she might not be able to do everything that she wants to do. Still, though, you guys might walk up, but I think I'll be safe with where I'm standing. And I still want to use JTAC, so I'm going to keep just doing delays. You are walking up. You should not find anything. So far, you haven't. You're on the way up. You shouldn't either. You're still running towards the corpse, I think, or where the camera saw people. 1 more turn for JTAC Strike Zone. I'm going to really want it when I have it, but I don't have it yet. I should count as hidden behind this desk, so I still believe we're going to be okay. I forgot to do the yield on Bubbles first, so yeah, Bubbles is also going too early. It's a mistake on my part. You are very close as well. We're going to need some probably going to need some brainworms here. You can delay all the way down to 1. That's good. All right. I'm very happy that you were not sent to investigate. You're also on that one. That's incredibly helpful for me. Okay. So we have one guy who exists, and I'm in range of shooting nobody else but this one dude. That is not what I want to see, because I want to actually use my action points efficiently. And this gun can shoot more than one person. And I'm under JTAC, which means I get like really high quality attacks. So I would like to do something like this and, you know, be able to shoot both of them and say, yeah, this play is going to be killing these guys. It's going to create a ton of tally, right? There's going to be gunfire being heard. They're going to be angry about it. It's going to be a whole thing. If I do a yield, I go to 6. That's actually probably correct, actually. Bubbles, unfortunately, is in this weird spot where he can't be useful. Like, really at all. I can run to here and shoot at you. At 18 meters, that is not great. That is a substantial loss of accuracy. Similar goes there. I guess if I shoot at you from here, it's accurate. I'm not getting seen by them yet, which is something. But because he's alert, this guy's going to turn alert and be really angry. So my best play is actually do nothing. Sucks to suck, but I really don't have a better play than this. His initiative is still... Ooh, okay, you're actually running toward me, which is going to make my life harder. He actually might break the corner. Yes, he did. Okay. All right, well, it's combat time, and thankfully, he made my job more straightforward, because I'm just going to shoot both of you guys now. They're going to hear gunfire. It is what it is, but we're actually well placed for this to be good. Recoil is going to be a bit of a problem, but we still get the kills, which is great. Next turn is a sprint towards this laser wire and turning it off. These guys probably turn around. There's not a ton of tally just yet, but there will be eventually. You rolled a 15. You rolled a 16. I'm thinking these guys probably need to be killed, and I can't delay behind Jackknife. So I think the play is run up, break the armor, and then... Or it's like, go here, use the E-rifle. Go here, use the E-rifle is going to be pretty effective. There's going to be one other person who uses the gunfire, but it will also pretty clearly effectively get rid of them all, which seems worth it to me. So... Full auto, very good damage. If we crit, they're dead. If we don't crit... Nah, we crit. Alright, well, camera sees corpses. I could burn Surge to get an action point. That doesn't seem necessary at this point in time. Jackknife could get rid of one corpse, potentially. No, he cannot. He can run up to this desk and prepare to help the team out some more when inevitably people come knocking. The nice thing is we still got, what, 4 kills on this one turn, which means even though we're going to get an escalation, we killed more guards than showed up. And the more are sent towards me, the more we're going to run into things like Tox Cloud and are fighting me inside my buff zone. And so I'm pretty tempted to have this be, I stand in the hallway constantly, we cosplay as Daredevil, and we just fight unending hordes for a while. Although if the escalation is combat drugs, it gets harder for me, because they start going really far in their turns. Oh, and also there's nothing escalation 5 for this guy. So, yeah, one thing that's, as far as I can tell, the like Criminal Syndicate and Street Gang, like Sec AI like decks are pretty empty, and there's a lot of escalation levels where there just isn't anything to pick. And so you escalate, but there's nothing happening. It's just empty, which I'm happy about. Appears to be intentional. I couldn't tell you if that's for sure true, but it certainly seems that way. Toss Cloud up for one more turn. Okay, I got seen. That means someone else is going to turn angry pretty soon. You're going to start hunting, but you're not useful yet. You don't see me yet because I'm hiding. Now you see me, but it's too late. So you exist and can truly threaten me. You can't threaten me. So yeah, you can easily turn around here, turn angry, and it's going to be too late. So I'm thinking we're going to strike zone this area. I'm probably going to JTAC this side of the circle. And the goal is to at least stun this character, if not kill them outright. If you're stunned, you can't share status. That's the important thing here. So, first one, just a regular hit. Okay. I am guaranteed to not get a glancing hit, so I'm guaranteed the kill. We even crit for funsies. A camera sees a corpse. I don't really care. I'm going to go hide behind this desk again. And now the blood moving shouldn't be too dangerous, and will give me time to get my initiative back on top. So you're running over. I don't care. You're going to run over. You're going to see me too late to be in combat. You see me, but again, too late to be in combat. Then this guy just is not going to spot me in time. Again, you're very real. And to be clear, this person's probably going to turn aggro at the end. But what's cool is I get very easy swipes here. Nice crit. Good job. Camera sees a corpse. It is what it is. Dissolve, obviously not useful here. I can delay and see what happens, but ideally, let's see, what's correct here? Well, we got another, what, 2 kills, maybe 3? You're already tox clouded. You're tox clouded as well. That's kind of nice. You can't actually threaten me yet. You're just not going to be fast enough, so let her run in. Turn angry. Okay, you're angry now. And guess what? That just means it's 2 of you in range. And my alpha range is good enough that if we, get a crit, we're happy. Likely a kill. We didn't quite die, but you're poisoned and are dying to poison. So, I can't reload, but I can run on a straight line. I'm cool with running a straight line. You're at 20. Okay, I need to hide as well then. Putting you here seems reasonable. You're going to be okay. You can crouch. Right, this guy's always dead. I'm not worried about it. Jackknife does not have a way of doing anything special. Unless I want to go for a Brainworm, which I don't believe that I do. I don't want to throw a Tox Cloud too readily. In fact, I might catch my team on this one. I can hug that wall and it maybe works. Right, if I hug this wall, Tox Cloud this way, I probably catch them without catching my team in time because they have to run all the way around. That should work, actually. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go here, hug this wall. I'm going to Tox Cloud out of the room. And it should bypass everywhere I need to be and not be a problem. And then I'm going to run back here and be done. Bracket needs to reload the assault rifle. Honestly, good timing. And then hug you behind the rest of the team. And you can crouch, and we're good. All right. Let's see what this escalation is going to be. More of the same. Who could have seen that coming? Thankfully, they're in strike zone. Camera sees more people. Yeah, so we're getting infinite tally from all the camera stuff. Ooh, we got headhunters? Oh, wait, he died. Oh, that's funny. Right, the guy who's following us died to poison. Objective achieved. All right, well, you're on the way up, and... Okay, yeah, this is actually going to be a problem because those who are running up are going to share alert status with her, and we're probably going to actually get hurt. It's actually probably going to become a bit of a problem. And you're behind me, which means you're going to be just short. Yep. You're going to hunt. Yeah, you're going to be just short, though. Okay, you're not going to reach in time, I don't think. I think you're too slow. You see a corpse, but you're not going to reach. It's not going to be... Oh, wow, you really did. Wow, you got really far. Okay, so here's the problem. These guys need to die because they're going to share alert status. And I want them to not do that for what are hopefully obvious reasons. I can shoot you, I can shoot you. It's a little funny. I'm not quite in range for melee stuff. You exist and are too far away to matter. And then everyone else is these guys. So one option is run out to here and just shoot them a bunch. That'll work decently well, to be honest. It's going to be hard to hide from you, but you're hunting, so I can maybe just never get caught. I don't want to delay all the way. These guys, okay, so you guys need to die, but I need to actually get line of sight. And unfortunately, with my teammate standing in the middle, I can't get line of sight there because, as far as I can tell, even crouching people actually block line of sight. That appears to be the case, right? I mean, I have clearly line of sight on you, and then I'm not seeing a 3 for anyone else. So, I want to basically, yeah, if I go somewhere like this, you're not going to see me, no problem. They're all going to hear the gunfire, but I have a clear shot on you, which is what I care about. So I go here. It's only one shot, but, like, it's still buffed up. Do I actually care about killing the shock top? I think it'll work, right? I don't think I need to be that risky just yet. What's correct here? Do I want to try to land this guy in the full auto? Keep in mind, static can't do anything special here. So this seems a little risky. I think I just killed the close guy with the close ones. Pretty good damage. You're going to turn because you heard gunfire? No, you're not actually because you're busy hunting. Okay. I don't know if I want to stay out in the open like this. So one possibility that I'm really tempted to do is packet loss this, run my Scourge forward and stun them. Like, that is very, very likely to work. Like, to actually go and run and stand in this spot and then hug this wall and be okay against these guys. I think that is likely to be successful. So I could have, if I realized I wanted that to be my turn earlier, I would have definitely put this out differently. It's obviously too late now. And I think leaving you on a delay is fine. You're on the way, I don't care. Static can't do any, like, proper delays right now. She can, however, try for these kills. So if I run all the way out here, I mean, how likely am I? Okay, you're not going until next turn. I think I can legit get a lot done with my homie right now. I'm going to do this. I think I'm safe enough to go for these kills. This could be famous last words, but I'm pretty sure I'm fine. So we start with the evasion debuff. I have 1 AP left. I will probably burn surge for that. A couple of armored bat guys. It's fine. Let's burn surge with 1 AP. Let's go ahead and shred your armor. Okay. Now, who's easy to kill? 225 and 22 armor, or 222 and 36 armor? Okay, well, it's clearly you. Swipe 1. Swipe 2. That gives me this play here. Hit 3. And then hit 4 will kill. Yep. And then I can run here, which is in probably acceptable cover, though not amazing cover. There we go, and I can get the game to magnet me in. It tells me I'm in range. I can go for a basic strike and no problem, and I'm pretty sure someone else can clean up. So we strike here. We have a good chance at shredding, we get it. I have no AP left, that's fine though. This guy's almost dead as it is. Bubbles can probably sprint for a bat strike. Ooh, no he cannot. We also gotta kill this guy still, so let me actually stop short. I'm gonna be behind the desk if I can help it to not get spotted. This should be a pretty easy kill on this grunt captain. 100% hit chance, and down you go. And I'm just gonna kind of hug here. It's totally possible that the escalation is turning devices back on. If that's the case, I will be very sad. Yeah, you're not in range of basically anything. So all I really have here is shotgunning him, which is 2 more tally, but I have no other choice. Actually, I'm going to go a little bit shorter to make sure I'm in JTAC still. Let me stand right there. And if the shotgun kill doesn't work, although it's looking guaranteed, I would brainworm him. You are dead. That is some more tally, so unfortunately we're still going to escalate. I just got to hope that Bracket does not get chased down too hard, although based on the fact that there is gunfire getting heard, it is entirely possible that Bracket is going to be in a dangerous spot. Now, I'm going to put her behind that wall to make sure that if she rolls below... Actually, she's guaranteed to roll below. Well, not guaranteed. She's likely to roll below. She doesn't get caught out. All right, let's see what the escalation is. Talks about it. Unfortunately, missed everybody. No, it turns stuff back on. Well, that's too bad. It's the only thing in the deck at that level, I guess. Okay, you're hunting, but not hunting far enough. So Bracket has to tank this no matter what. There's really no way around it. I'm not waiting 3 turns just to like not take laser wire damage once, so unfortunately this is you. Ow. Hopefully we don't escalate again and this laser wire will stay down. Though my team's gonna have to fight, so with you guys being basically done and you guys probably on the way up, you're actually the last grunt captain as it is anyway. Go ahead and bring it. You are on the way up, and you're angry, which means, actually, shoot, he's going to turn angry next close. Yep, you're angry. I'm going to get shot at. Thankfully, I'm in cover here. He has 1 attack. Ow. That's a crit, you jerk. Alright, I didn't think about how scary you were going to be. I could have planned this out better, but it is what it is. Now, yeah, we did it again. Make sure that we don't lose out on... We need to make sure there's not an escalation. Looking relatively likely, to be honest. I don't need to get claw kills right now because... And that's mission complete, by the way. They asked for blood. They certainly got it. You still cannot reload this gun, right? Because it's going to cost too many action points. You are my best runner in terms of going for loot boxes, though. So I'm going to probably... Well, but you're also the silent killer here. So it sucks that my sniper lost some health, but... I'm not in range anyway, so I have to run at least 1 AP forward. That tells me I'm in range to go for an attack. Here's the strike. Great crit. Good job. Cool. That's you being done. You're going to run up a little bit, but not be useful. All right, let's go dissolve the corpses that we can, because, you know, we might as well get rid of some of them. A little bit less tally long term. Not much else I'm using action points on, so not in range. Okay. Stand there. Down you go. And yeah, with basically no extra tally, we're going to be all right. And I guess since you're the one who's got the most AP to spare, you can start running out this way. Cool. Off you go. That's a box. We got gold stacks as V-chip. We got a decent weapon mod for probably an E-rifle. And it's a little bit of tally. Nothing special going on this turn. I'm going to skip all the dialogue. It won't matter. All right. There's 2 guards left, and they are hunting randomly. And unsurprisingly, also ineffectively. We're going to sprint for this host. Turn a bunch of cameras off. Grab whatever else we can. Bubbles can sneak into here. Grab even more loot. And I'm not in a rush because I'm waiting for my wire or my sniper to get stuff done. Or my hacker, rather. Weapon blueprint that I can't use. Another doom hammer so I can keep kitting out my melee strikes. And a blueprint that I also won't get much use out of. This camera's going to kind of block no matter what's going on. Might just stand around though and just wait. I'm not going to get seen, so should be chill. That was a very ineffective hunt by you. Alright, well. Let's run out there. That's fine. Static can finally reload her Urban Assault, or her E-Rifle, rather. And, yeah, just kind of hang around, and we are going to wait a little bit. Alright. Got ourselves some downtime, finally. We're bypassing the cameras for now. These guys are not going to find anything useful. Skip, 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 skip. And here we go. Let's see what devices we can take down, and how soon we can do that. Relatively docile host. 2 actives. Let's go with blocking tally before connection. Not going to be worried about that one too much. Triple passive, going to be no big deal. Let's get the AP down first, and then scan for the neighbors. One of each is chill, so we'll go for connection use and then move. Damage to connection, then connection use seems good. I know where the CPU is. I'm not even going to bother scanning. Let's move over. Hit no lop once. I blocked all of it. And I will wait a sec before moving on for more. Oh, shoot. Ah, darn. I did the wrong thing. Okay, I'm going to go down here and brick this. That way I can take down all these devices. I can get all 6. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's all these devices down. And then because I have AP to spare, I can go back up here, spike the CPU, and then I can move around to this stuff later. I'm actually kind of glad I just went no-op that. It let me get really far and did, you know, do a lot my very first turn. I'll have to load Deception again next turn, but honestly, pretty happy with that start. This gives me a lot of room to suddenly move about the cabin and grab loot and hide from bad guys and, you know, be chill. This is still here, so I'll have to take some damage, but, or generate some tally, rather, but not the end of the world. Got a lot of free space now. What I really care about, though, of course, is this gold key room. There should be some decent loot in there. That's the goal, right? The goal is always that it's worth having a favor on a wire ghost. Already pretty solid. We got a decent grip. We got Kairos Part 3. We got a level 7. Ooh, that should be really good, actually. Let's hope. We got the Berserker Blade. We have a red key that we cannot make use out of. We got Dr. Kairos Part 2. We got an armor blueprint. We got 10k. Yeah, honestly, pretty good box. This map feels like it. So, the one thing I do know is that the way that their level design works is each lockbox is like graded. I'm trying to think how to describe it. Basically, it's like, oh, this lockbox is like quote-unquote level 4. And so in any permutation of the gated enclave where this box exists, it will always be, and I'm making up the number, it'll always be a level 4 box. Now, what level 4 box means is going to depend on what faction you're against and what power level you are when the mission is generated. But it will always be like a quote-unquote level 4 box. And so if you come to realize like, oh, you know, this box always sucks and this box is always really good, it will always be that case. In that, like, I don't know how the loot tables are made, literally have no idea, but there's clearly an intent behind some boxes being better than others. And if you want to like be a hyper nerd and start taking notes of which boxes are better, you certainly can. I have yet to do that. But you could sort of figure out what the best boxes are through that lens. Omaha Rifle Blueprint is honestly pretty good. Exit the node, download, okay. Some files, whatever. Right. We move on down. We've got stuff to knock down here. Connection health is still fine. Connection use has to be killed. And then we need anti-trap, anti-passive. Download any action. Okay. And a level 3 blueprint there. Alright, so download's complete on the first host. We basically spent 1 full turn of action points. Actually, not even quite that. Can I bypass you? If I crouch, I can. Do I care? Honestly, no. Go ahead and run towards me. It's 1 tally. I don't care. Alright, so, not bad. Let's see. You rolled not super high. I'm thinking my sniper can just open this door and be fine. We're going to escalate. We'll see what it is. Door is open. Loot box 1 for 1 AP. Let's see if it's any good. Honestly, level 7. Yeah, we got a weapon mod. I'm quite happy with things that I can equip right away. Then what do we get here? We get a weapon mod. This is, yeah, I mean, the fact that I got level 7 weapon is like worth a lot and is probably quite a bit of power. I'm generally pretty happy with that one. These boxes make for great cover, by the way. I am completely invisible. It is functionally entirely a wall. There's a lot of stuff stored here. There's a lot of like stuff you could use to break line of sight. Escalation is reinforcements. I don't care. They don't find any new corpses. You can see they only have 2 tally because everything else has already been reported. Moving up. I don't really care about that. Run a straight line as you can here, bracket, to get to this host. I'm a few turns away from being super useful, but... Yep, you're on the way up. It's expected. You're going to be maybe a problem. I guess we'll see. If I want to go for a bat kill, you're at 20, which I do not love. I'm thinking JTAC around here is acceptable. I think we'll get ourselves a decent fight. If I go here to shoot, I mean, I could, but why? I'm not going to be in range. It's going to kind of suck. I'm going to have you delay. You're going to be, like, last resort here, basically. You are incredibly far away. I'm going to leave you with 1 or 2 AP to spare, and if I need to brainworm, then I will. Put you there. Great. Oh, your initiative is 10. Crud. I won't need brainworm. It'll be fine. Definitely had a failure to plan my turns out correctly. So, some of them are going to run towards this thing that got triggered twice. Otherwise, nothing else too scary is really happening here. So, you're going to run up to there. It tells me I'm in attack range. That's good news. I have a power slice available. I might as well use it. Let's go shred your armor. Great. I was going to miss the roll otherwise, so that's worthwhile. Claw 1. And Claw 2 should kill. Great. Good job. And that means, I guess there's no other boxes to grab, right? So all I really have is... I mean, do I want to actually stand here to cover? It'd be an easy way to kill that guard when they come up. I won't get spotted. And I'm, like, really quite safe in general. There's nowhere else to stand. Or I could just, like, have my entire team get out. But considering everyone else is, like, waiting back here, I don't mind... No, I should... At least somewhere like this. This should be fine. The thought process basically is I don't want to have to run past... Like, if you come down and you stand right here, I can sneak out like this. But if I have to come out here, I'm going to get through the vision cone. So... Why not generate a little bit more, for lack of a better word, safety? I think you standing here is fine. They're not going to see me. It's not necessarily true, but... I'm still just going to stand here anyway. I think it's acceptable. Alright, you're done. Enemies roll their initiative. We don't get an escalation. They're going to be sent towards some of these spots. Yep, you're on the way to that. You're fine where you are. You're walking up slowly. Okay, I think you've blocked everything. I can't sneak up on you anymore. You see the... You don't quite see the entire exit. But I'm thinking we just take the kill. That seems correct to me. Yeah, I'm just going to run past. Okay, you generated 1 tally from seeing movement. You didn't quite make full contact or full confirmation. You shouldn't be close enough to scare me. We're in JTAC. There's going to be... Ooh, yep, I'm not in a great range here. I'm going to put down Strike Zone just to, like, make this kill even more easy then. Even though it's, like, not a great shot. Like I said, not a great shot. I'm not about to get flanked. Should be fine. Nice. Stacked enough hit chance to hit them both. That's good news. And then the team can... Yeah, your body's been discovered already, so... Off we go. Team can cross the gap. And we're just waiting for Bracket to do our last hack, because the last one was pretty useful. We had V-chip parts, which I definitely care about. I'm going to have her stand here in case there's going to be, like, I don't know, reinforcements there or something. This could be a reinforcement spot, by the way, which is going to be a little scary if that happens. Thankfully, it's not going to be for several turns. Sec AI sees a camera, or camera rather sees a corpse. So we'll get our second bit of hacking loot. I think my cooldown's still going to be there. Yeah, I'm still on cooldown for one more turn. Not the end of the world. I'm going to go here. Loading decoy should make me a lot safer since I don't have any deck shield or anything otherwise. Connection house should still not be a big problem. Scan, and this feels like a pretty good use of null op. I lose decoy, it's not the end of the world. And then what do I care about? Yeah, I don't care about these at all. I'm going to skip this entirely. I'm going to load deception and keep making forward progress. So tally, then that. Scan, triple passive, but I can only get through one of them. One is going to be program loading, one's going to be AP, one's going to be connection use. Honestly, I guess we should knock down the thing that says can't load programs. Actually, let's see, if I knock down this can't load programs, I get to functionally save... Do I actually save AP? Because next turn, I'm going to load sleaze... No. I think I'm going to stand where I am. It's not worth using null op. Although, actually, it's not the worst to use null op. Because none of these... Okay, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to null op after all. Because I'm not going to hit CPU ever. It's going to be just 3 sets of downloads. And with the host pre-revealed, there's no threat to me. And so I can just simply do it like this. And load programs next turn and make good progress. So you're good as you are. And let's have the entire team basically stack up towards the exit. And when my hacker is done getting all the files, we'll be good. Cool. No reason to go for a trailing talk cloud. Doesn't seem worth it. I'm just going to stand here with everybody else. Cool. Alright. And yeah, you're fine. Escalation reasonably far away. That said, the security events are probably going to lead them toward me. I think that is more likely overall, based on where they were, based on where the corpses were. Although the camera seeing that body means they go this way. But the other ones, I can see them going out the other way around. Yes, you're on the way up. You're pretty far from me for now. I need to load anti-trap. I still want decoy. Let's go here. Use a program. Load a program. Got it. Download access. We got some accounts. It's nice. Load anti-active. Load anti-passive. Come down here. Plus tally. I want to get rid of this so I have enough... Actually, no. I'm going to be fine on matrix memory no matter what. Let's go here. I'm going to load all my stuff. Just these two, actually. I don't need hard shell, I don't think. Got one of everything. That's actually going to be just fine. Use a program. Damage to connection. Download access. Kill all 3. Great. I've got passive ice here. No problem. AP the connection use. 2 passives and an active. Mean I need to load sleaze 1 here. Damage to connection is the only one that matters here. Connection use we can get rid of. And then I scan, and what do I have? What of everything? I need anti-active here, which means I have to go here. I'll go load baby deception, because... Actually, no. I shouldn't have, because IO wasn't a problem, but AP was. If you download relocate, get rid of you. Turns out it wouldn't have mattered, or would it have? This costs 4, it would have cost 2. Yeah, 14 AP is not enough anyway, so... Next turn, we will knock the last one down and then be ready to leave. That should be chill. You're fine where you are. I'm going to stand here, which should count as reasonably good cover. Delay. Jackknife. I'm going to stand you there, which should be reasonably good cover. Bubbles. I'm just going to delay from where he's standing right now. Okay, they are walking toward me. That's not going to be a big problem yet. It looks like they're going to be going downstairs, not up to the right, so this actual spot should still be fine. You're good. I might want to sneak up for a Toxic Cloud if I can help it. So go here, throw a Toxic Cloud, then run back. Seems pretty acceptable. And then... I'm not fully hidden, but it's going to be good enough. And Bubbles is... I guess we'll have him reload, and then kind of hang out here and chill. That should be fine. Alright. Next turn. Gonna skip the AI dialogue, because I don't care. You are on the way, but yet you're going towards that corpse. As expected, I didn't make any noise in this room. Let everyone wait. And yeah, they're going into this little pit here, which is not going to matter to me at all. So, a little bit of poison damage. Good for them. Nice try, bozos. Alright. Well, first half was definitely quite interesting. There's my download, there's my disconnect. And can I make it? Yes, I can. Great, we're out. We failed the 14 turn limit, but I can't use red cubes anyway. Sec level 11, we, by happenstance, just barely made it. I didn't even realize we were... that was our secondary. I didn't bother reading. I wasn't thinking about it, but... yeah, I managed to get through at under sec level 11, just barely. Bonus XP, definitely useful. It filters through into the SimStream trainer, so... pretty solid stuff overall. I believe it'll be enough for Static to level up here, which is good, because it means she can take the bottom row of Burn Surge. Don't want to overstay our welcome. Let's Ghost. We're out of here. Now, one thing to notice is if I'm actually power gaming, I actually skip this mission entirely. So we get 98 XP, which is good. Static levels up, Jack levels up. We get quite a lot of good stuff. Our downloads were solid. We got 2 blueprints, which is the highest paying stuff, but a lot of accounts here, which is good as well. Yeah, my sniper being down is not ideal, but we'll pay for some treatment. Yep, cool. Okay, so +3 on you. We'll go spend the points here. I'm going to go grab bottom row Burn Surge. So it's reducing HP by 40 now, but I get an extra move and action point. And then at 11 and 12, I go here. And then at 15, I'll grab this and probably go like here and, I don't know, out towards something else. I'm not sure. Probably actually to the bottom, go towards these. Another possibility would be, I mean, Ash Protocol is pretty far. Well, it's through these two is not too bad. Ash Protocol gives me Dissolve, which, yeah, not a terrible idea. So 11, 12 for the cooldown to 3. 13, 14 gets close. 15 is the +2. 16 goes here. Or I go into Nova Beam. I'm actually pretty tempted to try Nova Beam out and see if it's any good. I'm kind of liking the path through the top here. I think Laser Master's not worth it because, yes, you can get +2 charges of eye lasers, but I find they do so little damage that I just basically rather have pistols. And then, yeah, I don't hurt myself. And, yeah, they gain 5 accuracy, but to me, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, and the 25% extra damage here and the, 3 total charges is enough for lasers to feel good. That has not been my experience. But maybe I'm wrong. It's just, they take so long to cool back down. If someone plays laser-focused and they feel good about it, let me know. I'm basically just, maligning it on sight reading. I don't know if it's actually bad. Anyway, yeah, so Nova Beam might be cool. I'll try it out. Ash Protocol, I think, is actually pretty solid utility. I would not mind using this. It's just, yeah, we'll see. I think it could be good. Pulse Jet, I think, could be good as well. Not losing any health is kind of nice. And if the base cooldown is down to 5, there's a world where I, trigger Berserk Haze enough, especially if I go and get, +1 charge here, which I should really consider doing. Berserk Haze +1 is basically the same thing as Pulse Gen Master -1 here, so I'm kind of feeling like top 3 to have 0 AP cost, get +1 here, maybe even +1 there as well. And then I might not go for the damage down here, but yeah, this is something I would consider as well. It's funny, I am liking half XP in terms of creating more challenge in the game. I think that's actually a really big positive, and I'm happy that I'm doing that. But it also means that I'm not able to explore the talents as much. I've actually been thinking about the rules of my next challenge run, and because right now the difficulty settings I've got, I'll spend my other points real quick and then I'll talk about it. I'm gonna grab cooldown and range. The range is definitely prohibitive, so this helps not have to waste AP, and then I'll probably take a 3rd charge at some point as well. Still have not really needed the duration there. So that is and then my secondary hacker gets to spend points, and a lot +2, correct in my opinion, and then at 10 we go here. That should be fine. But yeah, so my challenge run difficulty, basically, aside from the starting power level of enemies, right? So, the first it's not really first 5 missions, but, you know, the starting mission difficulty is a little bit easier because I haven't jacked up the level 1 power level quite as much. But almost every single slider is maxed out here, right? Story slider is maxed out, security tally is maxed out, game speed's maxed out, death saves maxed out, monster HP, legwork, mission payments, XP, negative, all the saves, all the prices, right? Everything is maxed out except the directed difficulty of enemies at the beginning of the game. And so it's, other than making the early game a little bit harder, it's almost impossible to make the game any more difficult than it is now without putting further restrictions. And to be fair, I've also restricted the fact that I can't use the market. I can't buy the strongest, you know, safehouse thing in the game. So, you know, I'm probably, again, the early game would be harder for maxed out sliders. I briefly played with every slider maxed out and was like, oh, the second mission of the game is just like painful to play through because no one dies. Because you're running, and this is like before they made you spawn a lot more stronger enemies like PL7. It's like, oh, I just can't kill anything with my level 1 guns and no money. And it's made like early game like not fun. I mean, I could try to find ways to play around it with stealth, but it was just like, oh, it's a bit much for me. Or like for like enjoyment. I probably could have gotten through it, but it was just like, it was a lot. Anyway, what it comes down to is I feel like I'm down for 1/3 money. I think the timeline stuff here, the story speed and game speed, it hasn't manifested for me as like often interesting extra pressure. That's sort of how I felt. It's just been like, oh, I just like can't upgrade my base. And again, it's on me. It's my own infliction, right? I'm not saying this is like a default difficulty setting. It's not. But it's like, okay, my next challenge run, I would probably not do the story speed and game speed stuff. I also just don't enjoy having legwork be unlikely to happen. I would probably just, you know, switch that one back 100%. I know Chrome's at 90%. I would put it at 100%. I just don't enjoy legwork failing. I'm still buying the U-Hub. It is what it is. It's just not interesting to me personally. But yeah, as far as like everything costing 50% more and getting 1/2 the money, I think is fine. XP rate, I think I'd probably put back somewhat closer to normal, but I would maybe ban myself from more talents overall. Just like force myself to use like more suboptimal things. One thing I was considering was either every talent you learn you have to immediately max out before you can buy another talent, and so you're like really constrained in tools. That still begs that you like pick the strongest talents, but you just have fewer options. The other was you can't take any upgrade nodes of any talents, period. And so you're taking mostly attributes with a large array of talents, but they're all level 1. That I think was, you know, maybe more interesting. Thing is, I still want to play around with like a bunch of different Warmachine builds, and a challenge run like that means like no matter what I'm doing, I can't have interesting Warmachine talents because I'm not, you know, spending points. So I'm not sure what it is, but I do think some level of talent restriction is worthwhile. I do also, I'm really liking the found weapons only. I find that really enjoyable. So if you want to do a challenge run, I actually recommend the like found weapons only, don't use field op center, and some level of talent or XP restriction. I don't know if it's half XP or just like, you know, bar yourself from certain talents that are like maybe overpowered. But yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. Anyway, 58 minutes in, we got our mission done. I think I want to go ahead and have some time play forward. We will have to do that bodyguard legwork relatively soon. Unfortunately, my people are a little hurt. Let's try to get you treated. 7K and 2 days. Okay, great. Good for you. I'm going to get Dustin out of the trainer because I want to make sure I have everyone available for whatever's coming up. So Pixel opts out on her own. Barracks is upgraded, which means we're going to get new people relatively soon. Need to put in new stuff here, right? Again, I have open space, so we should start seeing ProcGen, not ProcGen, sorry, a couple of recruits coming through from Dustin's background. I believe that's accurate. I could be wrong, but maybe I'm wrong about this. And I guess he's not XLZ, so no, I take it back. We're not going to see those extra recruits unless they use Underworld Hub tokens, I think is what's going to happen here. Either way, though, still want to get my cold storage up. Let me double check as far as the files are concerned. Yeah, Dr. Karos is still, I guess, has been done for a while. The combat library, cool. I guess we'll mint that, and that'll turn to money. Panther Trip's still close. Mina is not. Sevenfold is still not there. Dr. Karos has been on, you know, waiting for a while. Okay, so nothing new, nothing improved yet. That's fine. I guess with 3 million, I can really start upgrading my buildings more. I've got so much money that I can just start making stuff better. Let's see. So I have 12 to spare when this is done. This upgrade's only going to cost me 4, so I should have no problems in bumping this up and still going. Also, probably should have not done here and gone for Command HQ 4. Command HQ 4 gives you, when it goes to level 4, it's level 3, gives you a 4th task, and that way I can get more of my rooms upgraded at the same time. Stress limit break for you? Yep, sure. Height limit break? Sweet. Unfortunately, extra stress for cyber surgery is kind of annoying. I could go for loyalty and reaction, but I mean, do I care? So 1 will is 1% cyber weapon damage, 10 HP and 5 wound res. Actually, I don't feel like more stress for surgery is like an improvement. I don't know, feedback. Cyber scarred trait shouldn't increase stress on surgery. If we're improving a trait thanks to gaining height, it feels bad to increase a downside. I don't like that. Personally, not a big fan. Okay, that goes through. Still take it though, because hey, it's an upgrade. Not that I use HP that much, not that I'm going to use will all that much, but I mean, okay, realistically, I'm not going to use 10 HP almost at all, and I'd legit rather have reaction than will. I actually would probably go here and not upgrade Cyber Scar because of that. Hype for you, professional, is not very much. It's +1 will. I guess we'll take reaction then as well. Exposure. Wow, really? Well, he's actually already on every power play he could be on, I'm pretty sure, but I'm still going to pull strings to not have him lose power play. I think that's probably better for me. Nah, let's just lose power play. I don't need them anyway. Legit, he has every gun power play that I recall, so it's gone. I don't care. Okay, my soldier, or my cyber knight is back and safe. We've got an infiltrate and download at some point for my street splicer, which would be fun. Let's go ahead and make sure we can run this legwork successfully. Ready to start the Envoys tour and assign Merc to bodyguard, and assign Merc to bodyguard legwork. That's a typo. Bug. Typo. In Rick Sham Drips Part 2. And assign Merc to bodyguard. Should be assign a Merc. Help me keep my promise to Drasho Ku, and my power play will pay out. No one's going to enjoy extended bodyguard duty, but we'll do what needs to be done. Okay, let's pick somebody. So unfortunately Tractor can't go, she'd be the best at it. Bubbles is currently wounded, so I think we're going to send Rhino instead. Actually, what I really want to do... darn. So I want to send somebody who's going to gain 125 XP, because running legwork gives you 1/4 of your next level's XP requirement. And so you can see here that once you're level 10, the XP per level, roughly doubles, right? It's what, I guess 500 instead of 250. And so I would ideally send somebody like this who will gain more XP than Rhino would. Bubbles needs to get healed, even though I would like to send him. I really want to send him for recovery here. And I have static in all my missions because Warmachine is new content, right? So it's Jackknife for Dustin. And it's probably Jackknife, to be honest. Dustin hasn't even got on a mission yet, so I think him getting a call sign would be kind of cool. Here you go, buddy. 15 days. Dakota won't travel with more than one bodyguard. We have to pick well. Follow, secure the locations, know the exits. I'll keep the envoy safe. Sounds like Dakota has a lot of planned stops. I'm going to be off walking the street for a while. Direction have picked us to keep the envoy safe. Do that, and their product will flow. Alright, so this is due in 1 day. I'm going to see if I can see a proc gen legwork before it's due. Nope, no proc gen legwork. That's fine. Let's go pop our Underworld Hub token here to make this look a little bit nicer. This should bring this to 100%. It's a UI bug. Not the end of the world. And, okay, this means this should be a success no matter what. Didn't have to crack any skulls. You were right about the tolerance for threats. It was very low. Overdue medical bills have been flowing from the underground all week. Well done. The illegal part of my clinic is going to be running smoother than my front. 2 favors and 20 influence. It should, I believe, be maxed out influence for Troy now. It's just not showing any enemies anyway. Dusty's at 100. Troy's at 100. We've got a decent number of people who are kind of waiting as it is. We have like, yeah, many in line, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, is that more than that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 people waiting for limit breaks, so we should hopefully get through a lot of them really fast. Normally the game speeds them up. Oh, right. I am wounded. I need to go fix that. I forgot. Send you for treatment. 37k, 4 days, 12. You... Wow, actually, same thing, right? Yeah, they're both brain burnt. Okay, well, 37k, 4 days, 12. Off we go. Right, yeah. We're doing everything we can. Influence limit break. You're back. High priority is kind of crap. I don't have Puppet Master available. I could pulling strings to get something else going. Kind of like you have so many services to upgrade, and you chose garbage. Yeah, that's wild to me, but who cares? It doesn't matter. I can't buy your stuff anyway. So, congrats, buddy. Break for you is... I would like you to be on a power play, by the way. There is a doctor power play, which is useful, which I would like. So I'm going to pull strings. Actually, wait, I have 6 favors. Let's go ahead and try to get that. Imported to 5 is okay. There we go. Power play for you. And next time you limit break, I can pull strings and use favors and get you on more. You're gonna have the power play tag, and then after that, if you can limit break again, which I'm gonna try for. Let's see. Troy Martini. Yeah, these are not available to you. And then as far as files, let's go with created by a set. Does Troy buy any of them? Actually, yes, quite a few. Okay, cool. Troy, I want you to get in line again. You owe us 4 favors is good enough to me. So let's get you back up to 100. Or close enough to it. I don't believe any of these were anything special otherwise. I don't think I griefed anything here. And then as far as, yeah, not used by a set. Oh yeah, I guess I sold everything that was used. That makes sense, actually. Okay, that's fine. Cool, he's at 90, so he's still in line. That's good news. Trainer's still open, that's fine as well. Let's see, so... Still want to get my people back from getting injured. My Wire Ghost has exfiltrated Warner Bronze secrets to their network edge, slip in, hack the hosts, and download the file set. It's taken months to get the entire nucleotide motif decoding... Nucleotide motif decoding set teased out of systems, but if it works, it's going to be gold. Wire Ghost must have gone deep. It isn't easy to keep a Trojan like this alive so long, but the hole is closed now, so they can't find it. It was smart to close your trapdoor as fast as you could. It makes it far less likely they'll be ready for this last part. These Warner Bronze sequences are used in everything in their product stack, so the decoding tools are locked down, but we found a way in. Someone always does. My Wire Ghost wasn't able to get the files off the Warner Bronze network. They're scattered inside the network of an exposed location. I will pay for any file in the set you're able to download. We can do the last mile pickup, the Q node swipe. Cool. We're going to be on this map. It has an ultra host. Yikes. It's also got a gold key for extra loot, which will be fun. And of course, it's required Matrix hack in the first place. So I'm thinking, of course, we want our gold key. We also want the Matrix snoop to make sure this goes as effectively as possible. And the team will be, it'll be whoever it'll be. We'll run our Cyber Knight probably, and we'll figure it all out when it's time for that one. That'll, of course, be next episode. We're already an hour in as it stands. We've got an assassination mission due at some point. I would like to get more limit breaks if possible. I've got a lot of people who are still in an influence logjam that I would like to actually go and do this. So, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I still have like 8 in line, so I really want to see some limit breaks here. You don't really matter to me at all. You don't either. When was the last limit break? 27th. A couple of days, not a huge deal. They're back from being brain burnt. I want to have these line up to be at the same time, as close, or at least as close to the same time as possible. That way I can maximize trips to the SimStream trainer. Actually, you know what? I have 8 days. I should go for a surgery if I can possibly do it. Do I have any good surgery available, though? I think I don't. Who's actually not going to be going on missions? If you're back, that means I can get you. Why don't you get level 10? And then you can kind of sit... Oh, you have 2 XP to go. I do want to start putting surgeries in on these people. I do have recoil triank, 14 days. It's relatively expensive, but like, this is kind of what I want, is to be able to handle recoil on these guys. So I'm thinking it's correct to start doing a bit here. Could have done it sooner, don't get me wrong, but the squad is going to go Let's see, you have a display link already, that's good. You don't need a recoil triangle because you've got everything else going on, but I can give you more stuff still. None of these are useful. I don't need any of that stuff. Yeah, dermal is going to be too expensive. I don't think I need the baby bone graft, doesn't seem very useful. Sonatic Accelerator is not bad. It is a good amount of stats and some evasion and some initiative, which is pretty nice. This is definitely one of the nice ones here. 10 days and it's pretty cheap. I think I'm down. Either one of them does it, but he does it for cheaper, so let's do it that way. Warmachine's still ready, Hacker's still ready, one Sniper's still ready, CK is still ready, and then I still got these two we can sit in the Simstream Trainer, so I think that's going to be enough for now. Is 2 at a time undergoing surgery seems reasonable. That's about what I've got going on here. I could also go to my Underworld Hub and hire more people, but I want to use the tokens on Legwork for now. So I'll keep playing Time Forward for the time being. Influence Limit Break for you. No, I really would like you to upgrade your Street Splicing Wetware. Thank you very much. Let's trade a favor. Item Blueprints. No. Trade a favor. Medical items. Are you kidding me? Pulling strings. Re-roll them. I hate you. These are all basically... I mean, Item Blueprints almost has a chance to matter, but not really. So I guess... Woo. Tight-lipped trait upgrade. Hooray. Man, I'm so mad at you for failing to do anything good here. To not upgrade the one service I care about. That's really unfortunate. Well, Tight-Lip can only be upgraded one more time. Once it goes to 4, it's capped, so... Hooray. Is there anything else you will buy? Let's see. Vertigo. Nope, not going to buy these. And then as for... Yeah, I've just got nothing here at all, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, whatever. I'm going to sell the babies that are worth no influence anyway, and then... Still got a bunch of people in line, doesn't really matter. Okay. Time goes forward again, then. Height limit break for you. Loyalty has minor value here. 90 is the last breakpoint that matters in loyalty. I know 100 doesn't actually do anything. Okay, I'm going to go for Command HQ upgrade, actually, as the long-term play. As that way I can get 4 tasks at once, and of course my tasks are pretty slow, so it seems useful overall. You're in surgery, that's fine. Influence limit break for you. Item blueprints, it's the only thing I have here. I literally can't do anything else. Not that it really matters. Your power play's not done anyway, so, you know, it is what it is. Influence limit break for you. Not getting cyberdecks is kind of unfortunate. I guess you can pay more for files. Sure. There's the legwork finally. We'll grab that later towards the back end here, to be honest. Generate more tokens first. Chance to assassinate a VIP from the Blue Ox. I might skip it because I don't actually care about this guy in terms of, you know, he's just not a useful contact for me, and I might start doing more skipping of missions I don't care about, people I don't care about, and focus more on like the doctors and whatnot, or people who can like generate favors for me and I, you know, actually care about them. That's a real consideration here. They're still busy. Or at least run time down to the end of this and then make a... Nice. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Thank you very much. Power Play, the new K177 spec wetware service. Troy will need your help to complete a daring plan, hacking, legwork, and a multi-stage CPU spike mission. If successful, Troy will lock down the underworld power to gain an entirely new cybernetic service. That is what I want. That is what I want to see. Confirm the upgrade. And there we go. We have our next Power Play. That's going to be great. Now, what it told me was that it was a solo CPU spike and then a legwork and then another kind of mission. And so I'm pretty tempted to play the 2 days forward until this is due at 0. And then start this convo and run the solo CPU spike. And then basically start that legwork and this legwork. And use Underworld Hub tokens to boost this thing as well. And essentially guarantee that it's going to be highly successful. So I guess that's going to be the plan here. Cold storage is level 6 finally. Counter intel pod. 11 days for the next upgrade. Next token's in a little while. Let's go ahead and generate or reduce some heat here real quick. Let's go to cold storage. And level 7 finally gives me 5-piece file sets to get another doctor. 750k is not going to break the bank. It's going to take a little while, but at least it'll be done in time. like, you know, done before the entire run is over, and I can get a new doctor contact. That'll be kind of nice. Definitely looking forward to that. I am getting pretty close to capped out on... Oh, nice. It doesn't require, looks like, any future scrubbing. That's good news. That's good. Actually, yeah, okay. No, we're fine. Okay. So I'm going to let this go down to 0 hours, and then I will decide for myself between recordings if I want to run this or not, but I'm tempted not to. Influence limit break for you. Syndicate merch, I suppose. Have fun. There we go. We at least got through a lot of our contact limit break logjam. So we're down to only 3 people. So the nice thing is, yeah, it speeds up to every, you know, you can see like roughly 2 days or 1 day when you have a logjam there. So that's kind of nice. Right, this was 2 days apart. This was 1 day apart. So that's good, right? We forced on enough influence to like push through, and we got Troy to limit break twice within like the span of a week, right? He was on the 3rd, and he was also on the 27th, so a week apart. And we got the power play, which is what I wanted. And now Puppet Master is available, so when he limit breaks after completing his mission, we'll then also have the benefit of it being I can Puppet Master and get his imported cybernetics and the new power play cybernetics. Okay, so I'm just gonna ramble. Obviously, there's no more missions for this episode. There's eventually headhunters. That'd be kind of cool, but we have this level 9 assassination for Dusty. I don't care about Dusty at all. I don't care about influence at all. His money's pretty good. He's 49% trust, so he's paying 1.5x, which is great. We have this for Vertigo, which I do care about because I want to bump Street Wetware, and it'll pay pretty well. So I'm clearly running this, and I also already bought the gold key. And this has Matrix Hosts, which I don't have to go for. It is nice for the extra downloads, and it might find me some V-chips, but I'm pretty tempted to run it as only meat space people. But I also especially want whatever the CPU, the solo hack is for this, and then run the multi-stage mission afterwards. So I think next episode is leaving this on red. I might even skip it. I'm not sure just yet. But running this, running the legwork, popping this legwork, bumping tokens for it, and then probably running the mission after all, or running this one after all, and leaving this on red for a little bit longer. I'm not sure. But it also means that then some people would have to go into the training bench. That'll probably be fine. We'll figure it all out. But also to figure out before the next recording. So thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.